really, really fascinating stuff on long neck. I'm going to read from my latest book, which came out with Broken Speak, and they did a really gorgeous job. It's a book of interviews with filmmakers about poetry and with poets about film, and includes interviews with Guy Madden, John Ashbery, Somayo, Riddell Olson, John Adams, Andrew Cotting, Lisa Samuels, Mr. Fowler, Ian Sinclair, and Aaron Kent. I'm just going to read the first 2 pages of my introduction. Previously, I actually tried to ventriloquize the interviews and do it with people, but that was not good. So, the introduction is called Rushes to Frame, an introduction. I had written, Stan Brakhage referred to his own films as film poems, a term informed by his dedicated reading of the poet Robert Duncan, Charles Olson, William Carlos Williams, Ezra Pound, Louis Zukowski, Robert Creeley, Michael McClure, and Ronald Johnson. Brakhage considers his films to be visual ineffable, that could reinvigorate meaning outside of language, hot-wired back into the nervous system, fingers pressing on the eyelids to see the eye a magma of the body's light, movement and colour that confounds reference, a visual flow or shape that cannot be described in language, but instead forces new understandings of what a language might be. The unnowned communication of light glyphs. Maya Deren put forward a distinction between the horizontal and vertical in film. The horizontal embodied the linear development of plot presented and experienced over sequential time. The vertical embodied the suspended exploration of associations that coexist in a moment. I wanted to offer ways into this suspended exploration, in moments where poetry contests, interrupts, distracts, interacts with, distorts, intervenes, contorts, screens the element we label film, the text of light. Or where film influences, enters, exhumes, directs, challenges, resurrects, collects, rejects, attracts, emits, admits, and fits the element we label poetry, the light of text. Light glyphs, poets on film, filmmakers on poetry, too. Notes from a circular window opens, a clouding. Where like is lyric eye to subject as lens is seeing eye to object, neither speaking on behalf but half as speaking out of nowhere. A while back in 2015, quite a while back, when any eye that was 26, studying John Ashbery and Surrealism, reading at a cine poem event organised by S.J. Fowler, I was trying to say a gesture of mistranslation from language to light, reversed from image to text.
Sorry, no idea.
It's alive.
And from ambient interruption. From image to text, and text to sound, noise, sweets, shutters come down, come forth, framing word to frame, frame me in window, page to screen, and as screen as page in film is poetry, and back to poetry as film, looking back in the cut grammar of how rhythm from a position of vague drifts, the language is in motion, and probably thinking not to grow up is the brightest kind of maturity for us. Ashbery. A crouched audience in a small gallery, poets and filmmakers, and the lost. I thought I could go on here with gallery and poets. Can I do a poem? Just a poem, quick one? So I'm also going to do a poem from my first collection, I say my only collection, also a pamphlet box, just getting them like that, freely available. I'm going to read a poem called We Am, and then I'll call it a day. We Am. This us that learnt stories from she who wrote with he hands, and he voice a song for I, like we am here in this hotel, as here we talk out of each, and in turn as us alone, with or without complementary soap. Tell ourselves apart from that which was once us, held to be in either one as me like you without me, or you like me without you. Without you this falls apart, and this we dreamt when apart felt I. Ours opened eyes, and saw she as she blinks this we forgot that other I, as he in hours waiting for what had once been ours to conclude. With what was without what was not yet with, out of with, as we would, with what was and was without be better without conclusion. Not the sleeping staring me, but being without being here, she cut himself to continue. With what was without and without what was, stories myself remembered in the spaces of she.